friends, welcome back to Healing with Martin. I have recently returned from a deeply transformative journey, a journey that touched my heart, my spirit, and my understanding of the connection between humanity and the divine. I have just come back from Bali, often called the island of the gods. But what I experienced there was more than just beauty, more than just nature, more than just temples. I experienced a living energy, an energy of peace, an energy of devotion, an energy of love. And as many of you know, the foundation of Healing with Martin has always been about understanding that spiritual energy is real, that our thoughts carry vibration, that gratitude raises our frequency, and that love is one of the most powerful healing forces in the universe. Bali reminded me of this truth in the most beautiful way, because Bali is not simply a place on the map. Bali is a reminder of what happens when people live with intention, when people live with gratitude, when people respect the unseen world as much as the visible one. When people understand that life is not only material, but spiritual. From the moment I arrived, I felt something different. The air felt softer. The atmosphere felt calmer. Even the pace of life felt more balanced. Everywhere you look, there is symbolism. Offerings made with care. Incense rising gently into the sky. Temples integrated into everyday life. Spirituality is not hidden in Bali, it is visible everywhere. And what touched me deeply was seeing how naturally spirituality exists there, not as something forced, not as something complicated, but as something natural, something lived. People in Bali do not only practice spirituality once a week, they live spirituality every single day. And this is something that truly resonates with Healing with Martin message. Because healing is not a single moment. Healing is a lifestyle. Healing is a mindset. Healing is a continuous process of aligning ourselves with love, patience, compassion, and understanding. Throughout Bali, there are thousands of temples, known as pura. Each temple is built with sacred intention. Each structure has a meaning. Each space represents a connection between the human soul and the universe. One of the most beautiful aspects of Balinese temple architecture is that it reflects balance. Balance between heaven and earth. Balance between masculine and feminine energy. Balance between physical life and spiritual awareness. The temples often include symbolic gates, sometimes split gates, representing duality, light and shadow, strength and softness, movement and stillness. Healing often begins when we accept that life contains both light and challenge, both joy and growth, both peace and lessons. We are not here to eliminate one side of life, but to integrate both sides with wisdom. Just like the temple gates, we walk through both sides of existence, becoming stronger and more compassionate along the way. One of the most fascinating and spiritually symbolic features in Bali are the multi-roof shrines known as Meru towers. When you see these towers, with their layered roofs rising toward the sky, you feel a sense of reverence, a sense of ascension, a sense that humanity is always reaching upward, toward greater awareness. These tiered roofs are not simply architectural design, they represent layers of consciousness, layers of spiritual evolution They symbolize Mount Meru, the sacred cosmic mountain believed to be the center of the universe in ancient spiritual tradition. The Meru Tower teaches us something very powerful. Spiritual growth happens step by step, layer by layer. Healing does not happen all at once. Inner peace is built gradually. Trust is built gradually. Faith is strengthened gradually. Each roof represents another level of understanding, another level of awareness, another level of connection to the divine. You may notice that some shrines have 3 tiers, others have 5, 7, 9, or even 11. These numbers represent spiritual significance. 3 represents foundational balance. 5 represents the elements of existence. 7 represents awakening and deeper spiritual perception. 9 represents completeness and wisdom. And 11 represents connection to higher divine consciousness. As I stood in front of these sacred structures, I felt a deep reflection arise within me. We are all building our inner temple. We are all adding layers of wisdom through life experiences. Every challenge teaches us compassion. Every loss teaches us gratitude. Every moment of silence teaches us awareness. Every act of love strengthens our spiritual foundation. One of the most touching aspects of Bali is the daily offerings, known as Canang Sari. These small offerings are placed everywhere, in front of homes, in front of businesses, on sidewalks, at temples. Each offering contains flowers, sometimes rice, incense, symbols of appreciation for life itself. What makes this practice powerful is not the object, it is the intention. Gratitude is healing energy. Gratitude shifts perspective. Gratitude opens the heart. Gratitude allows us to see abundance even in simple moments. In the Healing with Martin philosophy, gratitude is one of the highest vibrations we can cultivate. Because when we focus on appreciation, we move away from fear. When we focus on appreciation, we release resentment. When we focus on appreciation, we align with peace. Bali reminds us to slow down, even briefly, and say, thank you. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the lessons that help us grow. Bali is rich with natural beauty, lush forests, sacred rivers, flowing waterfalls, volcanic mountains, rice terraces that look like a living art. Nature itself feels like a teacher there. The rice terraces remind us of patience and cooperation. Water reminds us of flow. Mountains reminds us of strength and stability. Trees remind us of grounding. Nature does not rush, yet everything is accomplished. Nature does not compete, yet everything flourishes. When we reconnect with nature, we reconnect with balance. This is something I felt strongly in Bali, a reminder that healing often begins when we slow down enough to listen to the wind, to listen to silence, to listen to our intuition. Our inner voice becomes clearer when external noise becomes quieter. One of the most powerful realizations I had in Bali is that spiritual energy is amplified when many people share the same intention. Generations of prayer, generations of ceremony, generations of gratitude all contribute to the energetic atmosphere of the island. Energy builds over time. Just like kindness spreads, peace spreads. Just like negativity spreads, love spreads. Each thought we have contributes to the collective consciousness of this world. This is why Healing with Martin encourages choosing love, choosing patience, choosing compassion even when it's difficult. Because every positive intention creates ripple effects beyond what we can see. The most important temple we will ever encounter is not in Bali, not in any country. It is within ourselves. Our heart is a sacred space. Our mind is a sacred space. Our soul is a sacred space. Just like the Meru towers rise layer by layer, we too rise through awareness. We release fear. We release judgment. We release anger. We release old pain, and we make space for peace, for understanding, for love. Healing is not about becoming perfect. Healing is about becoming aligned with kindness, aligned with truth, aligned with compassion, aligned with inner peace. Even though I have returned from Bali physically, the spiritual lessons remain. We do not need to live in Bali to live spiritually. We can create sacred moments anywhere. We can practice gratitude anywhere. We can show kindness anywhere. We can choose love anywhere. You can create a peaceful space in your home. Light a candle, take a deep breath, and sit in silence for a few minutes each day. Express appreciation. Forgive someone. Forgive yourself. Choose understanding instead of reaction. Choose calm instead of conflict. These simple actions create powerful transformation over time. Just like the layered roofs of the Meru temple, our spiritual strength grows gradually, step by step, moment by moment, choice by choice. My journey to Bali reminded me that spirituality is not about escaping the world. It is about bringing light into the world. It is about remembering that love is stronger than fear, peace is stronger than anger, understanding is stronger than division. When we align ourselves with positive energy, we naturally become a source of healing for others. Our presence becomes calming. Our words become supportive. Our actions become meaningful. May we all build our inner temple with patience. May we rise layer by layer toward greater awareness. May we choose gratitude more often. May we choose compassion more often. May we choose love more often. And may the spiritual wisdom of Bali remind us that paradise is not only a place, it is a state of being. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. And I will continue this video with a quick meditation for you, and I will also attach it as a separate video which you can play back so you can share it with others. Till next time, Namaste. Find a comfortable position. Allow your body to relax. Gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in. And exhale slowly. Again, breathe in calmness. And breathe out any tension. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your mind to become quiet. Imagine yourself standing in a peaceful place in Bali. The air is warm, gentle, comforting. You hear the soft sound of nature, perhaps distant water flowing, leaves moving slowly in the breeze. In front of you, there's a beautiful temple, ancient, peaceful, sacred. You slowly walk toward the temple. You notice the entrance gate, a symbolic gateway between the physical world and the spiritual world. As you pass through this gate, you leave behind stress. You leave behind worries. You leave behind fear. You enter a space of peace. You notice the sacred Meru tower rising layer by layer toward the sky. Each layer represents growth. Each layer represents healing. Each layer represents wisdom. Now imagine a soft golden light above the temple. This warm golden light represents divine energy, healing energy, loving energy. Allow this golden light to gently flow down toward you. Feel it touching the top of your head, softly, peacefully. This light slowly moves down through your mind, relaxing your thoughts, releasing tension, bringing clarity. The light continues down through your face, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your neck. Your shoulders feel lighter. Your chest feels open. Your heart feels calm. Allow this healing energy to gently move through your entire body, down through your arms, through your hands, through your stomach, through your legs, all the way to your feet. You are surrounded by peaceful energy, just like the temples of Bali. Your inner temple is becoming balanced. Balanced in mind, balanced in body, balanced in spirit. Take a slow, deep breath and feel gratitude. Gratitude for life. Gratitude for growth. Gratitude for the journey. Imagine placing a small offering at the temple, an offering of appreciation, an offering of love, an offering of positive intention. Now gently repeat in your mind, I am calm. I am guided. I am supported. I am healing. I am aligned with peace. I choose love. I choose compassion. I choose understanding. I choose light. Feel a gentle sense of inner harmony, like the layered roofs of the Meru temple. You are growing. You are evolving. You are becoming stronger spiritually. Take another deep breath. Slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and carry this peaceful energy with you.